What's going on, everybody? D'Allen Rex coming to you live with another video. I got another video for y'all, man. I know I ain't been doing a lot of videos lately, man. Been kind of focused and working on other things, but I've been, tuning into a lot of stuff from afar, man. And I pretty much want to talk about, I think Funkmaster Flex recently went on a rant on Instagram and pretty much was talking about how Tupac shot himself and called him Cheddar Bob and all this other stuff, had Lil C's in the background, and they was pretty much clowning him, and and people were trying to figure out, like, 20 years later, like, why are you bringing this up 20 years later? You get what I'm saying? It's like what was the reason? So my thing, I really didn't have an issue until I just felt like it was like, because I think they said like Ed Lover pretty much agreed with him, and pretty much stated that Tupac shot himself. And for me, I'm just like, bro, like, the facts are out there. This is my thing about, like, history. When you're looking at history, it's like, people don't go back and read for themselves. Like, you seen when Prince did an interview recently. Well, not recently, I'm sorry. Like, Prince did an interview, and he pretty much was talking about how, he was watching, like, Dick Gregory. And Dick Gregory was just talking about how there were 8 presidents before George Washington, and people never knew that. Even I went back and looked and was like, it was 8 presidents before George Washington. And then, he was talking about the chemtrails, and, and even I was watching an interview with Floyd Mayweather, and he was just talking about how money was made out of cotton. And I'm like, what do you mean money was made out of cotton? For my entire life, we never knew that. Like, so I went and I did the research, and it was 75% cotton and 25% linen, and people never know that. Like, people don't know that money is made out of cotton. So history gets lost, and people start to make up their own history. And a lot, if you pay attention to history, it gets distorted. It gets, like, tainted, because we forget, we don't go and find the facts for ourselves. So even slavery. But I want to talk about, the shooting was probably over 20 years ago at Quad Studios, and pretty much Funkmaster Flex was pretty much talking about how Pac chatterbobbed himself and shot himself. But in the Vibe article, and I've been hearing so many people, like, just talk about, because I read the article like years ago, and it was crazy when I was reading it, and people don't know this stuff. But Pac, this is from the horse's mouth. This is the article. I'm going to show y'all right here where I'm looking at. If y'all can see this. This is the article right here where Tupac talks about everything. He details everything. He did an interview. This is a Jailhouse exclusive. This is a Vibe interview with Kevin Powell, as you can see. And this is in this interview, he details everything that went on. This is from the horse's mouth. So my thing is, like, why would he lie about shooting himself if he shot himself? Like, if you read this interview, he details everything. He tells how he was scared, and I'm gonna show you, like, and if you look in the description box, if you go below, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna post a link. I'm gonna just post the part where he details, like, how the guy shot him and everything. I'm not gonna put the full article in there. You can go, I'm gonna leave the link to the article, and you can go read the full thing for yourself, and you can read everything that he was saying. But, like, why would he lie about if he told you that he was scared? Then of course he's gonna be like, all right, he gonna keep it. He gonna be 100 and be like, look, man, I shot myself. Like, why would he lie about that? I'm gonna lie about shooting myself. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't he tell? He don't seem like a person that would just lie about shooting himself. It just don't make sense. And why would, if I'm if I'm a robber, or if I go rob someone, or somebody coming to rob you, right? And they could pull a gun out on you, and you shoot yourself. What? So I'm gonna just start shooting you because you done shot yourself? That don't even make sense. The damage already done. You're defenseless. I could just take your gun, and the damage already done. I can rob you, or I can kill you at anything that I want to do, because the damage is already done. You shot yourself. So why would I keep shooting? Oh, he shot himself. Bow, bow, bow. Let's keep shooting him. That don't even make sense. So, and I want to say it's common sense, but common sense it's just not common no more, bro. Like, people don't have the common sense, and people don't have the common sense to go read for themselves. So I'm gonna go right into this article, and I'm not gonna read the entire. Like I said, I'm not gonna read the entire article, but I'm going to post a link so you can go read it for yourself. And it's just ridiculous. It's crazy, man. Where is it? All right, here you go, right here. And I'm gonna try to zoom in as much as possible so you guys can see. Okay, here you go. It says, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. I'm trying to get right there. Okay, it says black men in their 30s. So first, I'm like, these dudes must be security for Biggie because I could tell they were from Brooklyn, from their army fatigues. But then I said, wait a minute. Even Biggie's homeboys love me. Why don't they look up? I pressed the elevator button, turned around, and that's when the dudes came out with guns, 2 identical 9mm. Don't nobody move. Everybody on the floor. You know what time it is. Run your shit. I was like, what should I do? I'm thinking Stretch is going to fight. He was towering over niggas. From what I know about the criminal element, if niggas come to rob you, they always hit the big nigga first. But they didn't touch Stretch. They came straight to me. Everybody dropped to the floor like potatoes. But I just froze up. It wasn't like I was being brave or nothing. I could not get on the floor. They started grabbing at me to see if I was strapped. They said, take off your Jews, and I wouldn't take them off. The light-skinned dude, the one that was standing outside was on me. Stretch was on the floor, and the dude with the newspaper was holding the gun on him. He was telling the light-skinned dude, shoot that motherfucker, fuck it. Then I got scared. Hold on, hopefully y'all can still see. If the words messed up, man, like I said, it's still going to be in the description box so y'all can see. Y'all can read it for yourselves. But it says, he was telling the light-skinned dude, shoot that motherfucker, fuck it. I got scared. He says, then I got scared because the dude had the gun to my stomach. All I could think about was piss bags and shit bags. I drew my arm around him to move the gun to my side. He shot and the gun twisted, and that's when I got hit the first time. I felt it in my leg, and I didn't know I got shot in my balls. I dropped to the floor. Everything in my mind said, Pac, pretend you're dead. It didn't matter. They started kicking me, hitting me. I never said, don't shoot. I was quiet as hell. They were snatching my shit off me while I was laying on the floor. I had my eyes closed, but I was shaking because the situation had me shaking. And then I felt something on the back of my head, something real strong. I thought they stomped me or pistol whipped me, and they were stomping my head against the concrete. I saw white, just white. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't feel nothing. I said, I'm unconscious, but I was conscious. And then I felt it again. And I could hear things now, and I could see things, and they were bringing me back to consciousness. Then they did it again, and I couldn't hear nothing, and I couldn't see nothing. It was just all white, and then they hit me again. And I could hear things, I could see things, and I knew I was conscious again. So there you have it for yourself. The man went into full detail of what happened the entire night and the shooting. Like I said, you could read the full article for yourselves, and this is why I say, man, history gets like, it's crazy how history is just like, people make up their own history, man. It gets lost. The truth gets lost because people make up their own stories. Like, and people like, man, Haitian Jack. Even Haitian Jack said that Pac shot himself. Why would Haitian Jack, if Haitian Jack's on the other side? You know, Pac discredited Haitian Jack in his song. Knew it was a snitch named Haitian Jack. You can go back and read how people were talking about how people didn't even want to do business with Haitian Jack no more because Pac was calling him a snitch. Like, people got to go read. Like, I do a lot of reading and a lot of research because if I want to know something, I go read it. And Pac was, when Pac put that diss song out about Haitian Jack and in the song, what's the song called? what the fuck is Against All Odds. When he did that song, people stopped wanting to be around Haitian Jack and stopped wanting to work with him because he was known as a snitch. And Pac pretty much put him out there, exposed him. So of course he's going to discredit Pac and go against Pac. And like I said, man, Pac was a legend, man. He's the greatest rapper of all times. And it's just sad that nobody, like even, you know, his own homies are not coming out and being like, man, look, like, that's not what happened, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, telling the truth and putting Vibe articles out there. Pac goes into full detail. Like, he's explaining to you that he was scared. Why wouldn't he tell the truth? If he said he's scared, then why wouldn't he come out and say, okay, look, I was scared, I shot myself? He already let you know, I was thinking about pissing bags and shit bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's letting you know that he was scared. So why wouldn't he come out and say that I was scared? I ended up shooting myself. Come on, bro. He's gonna be honest with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna be embarrassed, because if that's the case, he would have pretty much everything in his life. But he never did that. Pac always share his emotions, what he was going through, and that's why his fans always connected with him. That's why people still connect with him till this day. People love him. His superstars now to this day that really love what Pac represented. You know, he was a legend because he was an icon, because he resonated with the people. Still to this day, things that he's saying is happening now because he speaks his mind. He spoke his mind. He spoke from the heart. You know, he spoke from the heart, bro. And